Okay. Good afternoon.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm Madeline's mom.
Nice to meet you. I'm Miss Sanchez. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for asking me.
So I'm going to discuss with you what we've been working on the past couple weeks in class. So we've been working on reading an assortment of reading tests. So we have been assessing Madeline in 5 different tests, and they are phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. So the first one we did was phonemic awareness, and that is breaking apart of words and sounds. So Madeline was assessed in one assessment called phonemic awareness by Clarice and Sir. This assessment had 5 parts in it. They were rhyming, initial sounds, blending, breaking apart a word, and blending letter sounds to make words. Madeline did well overall. She did have difficulty blending the R sounding word.
What is the blending exactly?
So blending is when you have a word and it's broken up into 2 different sounds. So take the word fang.
Okay.
So you have the beginning sound, and then the end part of the sound, ang.
Okay.
So then you have ang.
Oh, and then you
fang,
put it together. Okay, like a
and it
puzzle.
Thing. Yeah.
Okay. And then you said that she had difficulty with the R sound.
Yes.
She's had numerous difficulties with that in the past. So, but I have seen improvement.
All right.
So
just something to continue working on and helping her grow.
Okay.
But however, she did have mastery in using this concept.
Okay.
The next assessment we did was phonics, and that is breaking words down into smaller parts. For this, I used the names test, and in that there were a list of names, some that may have sounded like other more familiar names, such as one was Dean Bateman, and she read it as Dean Batman.
Okay.
So that is something that most people make mistakes on, even people on my team.
Could it have been that she was just like rushing through it and not like really paying attention to the other letters, or? Yeah,
exactly. And that's a very common error.
Okay.
So even people on my team, they even have problems with that.
I'm glad it's not just her.
Batman. It's very common.
So maybe just having her slow down a little bit might help.
Yeah, and just looking at each letter and just coding the sound and really focusing and slowing down.
Okay.
Will do really well. So with this, she only missed 7 of the words. So that's not too bad at all. And Madeline was very confident in reading all of the names.
Good. And
just like I said, the only problem she had was decoding some of those letters and slowing down.
Very good. Okay.
All right. And the next assessment we did was on fluency. So with this, I assessed Madeline's fluency using the San Diego Quick Assessment. Okay. So her strengths with this assessment are being able to read at grade level. And while certain words were difficult for her, she still reached mastery of 87%.
Wow.
Which is really amazing. But one of Madeline's weaknesses is to skip over unfamiliar words.
This has been something that she has done since 3rd and 4th grade. She just skips over the words that she doesn't know. And then when she tries to tell us what the story is about, she kind of has a little bit of difficulty. So
yeah, and that can, just like you said, that can serve problems with her comprehension skills.
Okay.
So I think that both of us should take time and make sure we work together with her to help her improve her skills so she is able to comprehend those words and not just skip over them. That can propose difficulty.
I think that's amazing with also the homework that you've been sending home to help with her, just practicing those everyday skills. So that's awesome.
I'm really glad you appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you. But yeah, that's the only problem, but we can work together and
for sure. It. Definitely.
The next assessment I did with her is her vocabulary, and she did so great on this one. She received 100% mastery, which is so great.
That's amazing.
We're so proud of her. And She was able to give every definition to the word that was given.
Wow.
Again, she's just right there at grade level.
Oh my gosh.
So great.
She's always been like just below grade level. So this is, I mean, I'm just so amazed and so proud of her.
Me too. I'm very proud of her. But lastly, I tested her on her comprehension skills using a story map. And Madeline read a story called A Question of Time. Okay. This assessment asked Madeline to retell or summarize the beginning, middle, and end of the story.
Was that where you have like the different boxes for the different parts of the story and the characters and everything?
Yes, exactly.
This was amazing.
Yeah, I think for a lot of students it really helps organize their thoughts.
Definitely.
I know for me when I was younger, I don't know about for you, but they had the spider web.
Oh, right. Yeah. With, like the one in the middle, and then you had to like brainstorm all the different.
And that could be kind of confusing because you didn't know which bubble goes with which.
That's where I always got confused. What goes where? And that's where we actually started with Madeline, was doing the the spider web. But then you sent home. You've been sending home rather the story maps, and that just really helped the graphic organizers help her understand where everything needs to go. So
it just helps so much.
Right.
And with this, she did very well with her story map. She received 90% mastery, identifying with the main character and being able to sequence most of the events.
Very good.
The only thing she can improve on is elaborating her thoughts. So with this, she did only write maybe a sentence about what happened in each section.
Could it be her rushing through again?
Yes.
Okay.
And I know for a lot of students in my class, they like to have it as like a competition, like who can do it the fastest.
Right.
And with this, I really want to encourage all my students to really slow down and think about what they read and
take their time,
process it.
Right, of course.
And I think if they're able to do that, they'll have a better idea of what's going on in the story.
Okay. Sounds great.
Awesome. But in closing, overall, these tests have shown that while Madeline may have struggled with decoding unfamiliar words, she shows strength and fluency, phonemic awareness, and is on grade level this year with comprehension. I believe that with time, Madeline will continue to grow as a confident reader. So it's going to be a great rest of the year.
I really think so, and I think that you're such a great match for her, Miss Sanchez. I mean, she just comes home talking about you all the time, and I'm so impressed with her growth. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming and talking to me.
Absolutely.
Yay, we did it.